House Judiciary Chairman, I'll get it out, Jim Jordan is with us. Jim, how are you, sir? Judiciary, I can say it if I try real hard. So the question I first want to ask you is your reaction to, what happened today. You just heard Brad, You just heard from Joe Tacopina. What is your reaction to their analysis of this case?
Well, I think Alvin Bragg may be going back to what he initially thought when he first won the job, which was he shouldn't bring this case. So I think in the overall picture, Sean, the fundamental question is what changed? We know the Department of Justice wasn't going to bring the case. As you said, the previous district attorney, Mr. Vance, wasn't going to bring the case. When Alvin Bragg gets elected as district attorney, he's not going to bring the case. And then the only thing that changes between then and now is President Trump announces he's running for president. And most importantly, I think, Pomerantz and Dunn, these two individuals who worked as assistants, resign, start pitching a fit, start protesting, write a book, and create this pressure on Alvin Bragg from the left. And suddenly he decides, oh, now I'm going to indict President Trump. I think that's the key thing. And so that's why we're sending letters to Mr. Pomerantz, Mr. Dunn, and we want them to come in for a transcribed interview so we can ask them some important questions.
What about bringing in Bragg?
Well, he's supposed to get back with us tomorrow. We'll find out tomorrow at 10 o'clock. He's supposed to get back with us. We'll see what he says, and then we'll move accordingly.
All of this is in tandem with your investigation in your committee, and that is investigating whether the FBI is politicized and the DOJ weaponized. Are we witnessing this in real time in this country?
It sure seems like it because, think about President Trump. First it was Russia. Then it was the phone call with Zelensky that the Democrats go after him. Then it's his tax returns. Then it's his business. Then it's his children's business ties. And then it's the raid on his home, for goodness sake. And now possibly this. So, yeah, we see it with President Trump, but maybe just as importantly or as important is the fact that they've went after parents, they went after pro-lifers, they've went after traditional Catholics they said were domestic terrorists. They had that memorandum that we learned about 6 weeks ago. So that is the concern that you see from so many of these agencies in the Biden administration actually being turned on the American people that they're supposed to be serving.
What does it mean when the current Attorney General of New York, the Manhattan DA of New York, both of them run on a campaign and they openly state they want to go after one man, one company, one family, and then they proceed to do just that? Is that justice?
No, it's not. It's selective prosecution, and it's wrong. The great people of this great country understand it's wrong. That is not how our constitutional system is supposed to work. Not at all. It's not supposed to be attacking people who are, exercising their free speech rights like we see with some of these other agencies also. So this whole thing that we've now witnessed, this attack on the First Amendment, this selective prosecution, this going after President Trump, it is all wrong, and that's what the Judiciary Committee is focused on, making sure we get the facts on the table so we can propose the legislation to remedy the situation, and if we have to, use the appropriation process, use the power of the purse to limit funds going to some of these agencies that are doing this kind of thing.
How many FBI whistleblowers will you bring in?
We've had 3 testify already in a transcribed interview. We're going to talk to more, and hopefully some of them will want to come public and actually appear in a public hearing.
Well, they're welcome on this show anytime. We've interviewed 2 already. Jim Jordan, we appreciate you being with us. As always, great work. Thank you.